Requirement Traceability Matrix. Think of a situation that you provide lots of requirement to your project team and they create a requirement document out of it. And after making a requirement document, they go into the details and they create the complete solution. They create scope document, solution document out of it. And after that, they stop looking at requirement document because scope document makes good sense and they create the whole product based on the scope which they have prepared. But as a stakeholder, you may get confused. What's happening? Where the requirement which I gave to them is getting implemented? How do I know that X amount of requirement which I have provided to them are really getting implemented? How do I know where are we? What all requirements are completed? What all requirements are discussed? So the requirement traceability matrix is kind of a tool which provides traceability from a requirement towards solutioning. It also gives some more traceable information for requirement itself, from where it is getting originated. You can talk about who gave it, when it got discovered, what was the business case behind it. So it's a requirement. And after the requirement is there, what happens next? How it got converted into scope? What work breakdown structure, which particular item is working, which particular component is satisfying it, and where that component is getting tested and where it is getting implemented. So it's like a left and right traceability of the complete requirement is provided by requirement traceability matrix. In many cases, you may have these kind of sections, areas to take care of this requirement traceability. You may talk about, you give an identifier to a requirement. It usually makes sense because when you are communicating with each other in the project team, you can say a requirement point 1.1.0x is something we are referring to. So it's good to have the identifier for all the requirement. It gives a description. It talks about from where it got generated, who owns it, who is the owner of the requirement, what is the priority. Not all the requirements are high priority. There are some which are desired more by the stakeholders. There are others which are less. Where does it stand as of now? Have we spoken about it? Have we implemented it? Have we tested it? Have we accepted it? And when the status got updated? Many times the stakeholder or business analyst may trace or may monitor the whole project based on requirement traceability matrix only. They don't care, many stakeholders may not care about the cost and the time and other stuff. They primarily want to see what all X requirement which I gave to them got implemented or not. So they may track the whole thing just by using the status. Once this is done, then you talk about implementation part like work breakdown structure, design, test, deliverable, acceptance criteria. There could be many things which gives an end-to-end traceability. Just to give a view, many times we maintain a tabular format for requirement traceability matrix. These things get put into the table and we can talk about, we can use the filters and all those things to make sure that things remain in grip and the complete traceability from the requirement till implementation is managed. So in a simple word, it's a tool which gives us a traceability of requirement from its source till its implementation, from an idea till a running component solution, from a requirement problem till a running solution which is accepted by the stakeholders. So it gives you a grip from a requirement dimension point of view. Requirement traceability matrix.